Yeah, so today I'm doing a video just about a parts order that I've gotten from WPL, and also just giving you guys an update on sort of what my plans are with a couple of trucks that I've got. So let's get into it. The B24 big model parts. This little fella. This is the original C24 that we bought for my wife, but the kids crushed it, sadly. Destroyed all the suspension and whatnot. Anyway, I suppose put this out of the way to start with. Talk about the plans for this one. In here I have a bunch of different parts for various trucks, but so this here, little WPL winch. So that's their factory winch. That's actually going into the B24. These fellas here, all the support, chassis supports and everything for the leaf spring system. So that's going in the C24. The original Hilux that they based that off was a leaf sprung Hilux. And for me personally, I think the leaf springs and that like ladder rail sort of chassis setup is really good for supporting weight. And this will eventually be a sort of support vehicle with a box on the back of it and whatnot. Yeah, so I got the leaf springs there, as I was talking about. I got two different types, the standard as well as the hardened. I'm going to put the hardened version in probably in the back of this one and the back of the B24. Now this I find adorable, absolutely adorable. There's a little mini sort of tow hitch setup, a tow hitch and receiver for a trailer. There's the other half of it. I got this on Amazon for, I can't remember. I'll put a link and stuff. You can check it out if you're interested. But yeah, that's actually going on the B24. What else? Well, it's a remote for the B24. I seem to be talking about a lot about the B24 when I'm meant to be looking at the C24 custom that I'm building. Here we go. Okay, we finally got it something. Yeah. This is the bar work for the C54. And I quite like the brush bars down the side, the bull bar on the front with the spotlights integrated and everything, as well as the roof rack that they have. Now, I did build a sort of custom roof rack, but the 3D print ended up failing like terribly. So yeah, I ended up just picking up one of these for fairly cheap from WPL. That all is going with this one. So that's going to be an awesome little support rig once it's done. It will have, thinking about putting honestly the running gear and driveline from the B24 into this C24. But I'm still in the process of doing the torture testing in this one, so I don't really want to. It's a hard decision. Like, do I keep torture testing this to show how much this can actually take? Because I think it's honestly going well. I think they upgraded it to like the 270 counter rotating gearbox and motor and whatnot. And yeah, it's got plenty of pull, but yeah, obviously that low level torque isn't really there. So like, do I just go straight to the 370 with the 2-speed on the support vehicle, or do I use the driveline out of this? Because it is also already leaf sprung, and yeah, I can do a complete upgrade on this when I turn this into the tow rig. So speaking of, that's sort of the plans on this one. I'm going to work on that later on when I have a few more bits and bobs for it. Oh, I do have B24 chassis as well. So I got two of these. One of them is going to be a trailer. One of them is going to be for the C24 there. So that's also included. You good, bud? Good boy. Okay, let's talk about the B24. So as I said before, I've got the WPL winch for it. This was the main upgrade, which is the crane. Now this thing, I bought this off Amazon as well, fairly cheap and very strong. So that thing, I've worked it out. In scale terms, it's like 7 tons worth of pulling power from the size of this servo. So that works a treat. I can tell you that much. We have here the tow hitch and receiver. Then we got the 372 speed motor and gearbox there for it. Now this is a knockoff Hobby Wing quick run 1060 ESC that I got like eBay and shit, so pretty damn cheap. And yeah, I had someone comment about that, and it's like, I haven't really had any issues with them, and considering they're a 1 to 10 scale ESC or 1 to 12 scale ESC, and I'm running them in 1 to 18 to 1 to 16 scale, I haven't had any dramas with motor burnouts or any like power issues or anything. I do run them with a 1500 milliamp hour 60C 2S LiPo, and yeah, they run all day. Like, I can't fault it. I haven't had a battery drain out on me unless it's been like my fault where I've left it on or anything like that. Like, I very rarely have batteries go flat on me in the playtime that we get. So yeah, it's been really good. And here is the remainder of the metal drive line that is going to go in this one. So the current one is the plastic drive line. I put the drive shafts in, but that was just to keep it running because the plastic ones just kept falling off, and then I ended up using one of the other metal ones that I had, but that was the wrong size. It was too short, and it was, yeah, causing dramas, and it was falling off too. So I was like, damn it, I'll just pull the ones out of the new pack and chuck them in, because it takes 2 seconds to fit them, and yeah, get them all sorted, and they've been, yeah, pretty neat ever since, especially after going through the dam the other day. Now, that's also part of the little torture test that I'm going to continue in another episode there, to show you, yeah, like the inside of the diffs and everything like that from this one. I've been away for about 2 weeks, and I run this through water last time that I drove it, and I've just left it. So we'll see exactly what that can do in that short period of time. I'm expecting that there might be just a little bit of like a touch of rust on the gears, but yeah, for the time being, if we re-grease it and then just run it after that, it should, you know, all that surface rust off pretty much. So that's the plans for this one. I'll put all this business away really quickly. Keep it all tidy and organised. I got a parts box that I got to go through that I might do on a live stream. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's got a lot of different little parts in it. I've also got to talk about this B36. Now, this one's the only one that I suspect I'm having ESC issues with, and it could be a battery as well. So I gotta just pull it apart, have a squeeze, and test some things on known good batteries and stuff, because I also had a battery fault on it the other month, and what do you call it? Yeah, so I don't know exactly. I think that was my issue where I left it on or something like that, or maybe one of the kids left it on. So and it slowly trickled away the battery, and I don't know if it's done damage to the ESC, but we got to check that, because last time I tried it, that was before I did the video where the B36 and the C24 went up and over like a rocky mound that I'd found. This one was actually supposed to be in that video, and it missed out because it was yeah, the battery, the ESC wouldn't start, just couldn't connect, nothing. So yeah, I have to check. There was never any smoke, never any fire, nothing like that, so don't know, maybe it just gave up the ghost. So yeah, that's that one. I'll probably be doing a live stream on that one sometime in the near future, and yeah, we'll get it sorted. This bad boy, the old orange. It's got a host of issues as well. So drive line's clicking like crazy in the front end. This has busted, so I'm held on by almost nothing currently. And yeah, the gearbox as well needs adjustment, because when you're in first gear, it has to be held in there by like a rubber band. Otherwise, there's not enough tension on the little gear to keep it in first. It just starts like sort of chattering and slipping. Second gear's fine though, that one, because that's when it's like released off the pressure on the servo. In there, you can probably see, I don't know, I've got a massive amount of lights and stuff in here, but it still just doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. But yeah, in there, it's just held in first gear. When I want to play with high range, I pull the rubber band off and just try not to do any low range with it, because otherwise it does click and whatnot. But new paint job, absolutely love it. I didn't really know how it was going to come up, and I was quite worried about it, but yeah, it turned out pretty darn good. So I'm quite happy with that, but yeah, I still just need to do a service on the drive line with that one. And yeah, I'm missing the green C64 at the moment. It's up at the house. My son, who owns that one, accidentally spilled our coffee on it, on the controller, sorry. So the controller's gone in it and just needs replacing, so which is a bit of a shame. But at least we've got a couple other trucks that he can play with. So the C64s, they've been running an absolute dream. We've only updated the metal drive shaft, upgraded the drive shafts to the metal ones in these because, we didn't even need to. They didn't come off, they didn't break or anything like that. It was sort of just out of previous experience, really. Just with the other ones that I've had, they've all just fallen off and eventually, so might as well just put the metal ones on and be done with it. But the diff gears and everything like that, they're very solid. But he's going for a sniff. They're very solid. I have noticed a bit of, you can see the camber on the actual thing, the hubs, because they're the plastic ones, they just get very loose very quickly. I've noticed that with all the ready to runs and their wheel hubs in the front. They always go very loose very quickly. But it still drives, still runs. The only time that you get an issue is with when you're like full lock and the suspension's all articulated and whatnot. And yeah, that's when you'll get a slight bit of an issue where it'll won't really want to move. But other than that, you can generally avoid it with a lot of the normal driving that you would do in it. I just love the suspension on these. It's just one of the better chassis designs that I've seen, definitely, at a WPL. Anyway, once I get an Ethernet cable down here, I'll be doing live streams, and I'm hoping to get that tomorrow, so that'll be really good. And I hope the audio quality is okay. I haven't got an external mic or anything at the moment. I'm just using my laptop so that I can actually directly live stream it. But hopefully the lighting looks nice enough for everyone and they can see things. If not, I can rearrange things, because I probably want to get it so that you can see a bit better there. Like, got a nice light there, and a light there, and then a light there, and then two lights in the actual shed. But all of them are like low wattage LEDs, so they're not like the craziest, brightest things in the world, but they'll work. Oh yeah, the D12 minis. Yeah, one of those is completely busted, but I do want to put that on a four-wheel drive chassis at some point. So either to make it look like a little monster truck, or possibly just sort of look a little bit beefier, so it still looks like it's realistic in scale and whatnot. But the little wheels and the rear-wheel drive just doesn't work for anything that I want to do with that little truck. So there's them in their little house up there. You didn't see that. So anyway, well, if you like this video, consider subscribing. And if you already are subscribed, you're awesome. I'll be doing live streams and stuff shortly, and kind of nervous about that, but we'll see how they go. I've sort of haven't got really much of a plan of what I'm going to be doing just yet, but I think maybe some maintenance on the trucks. I'll start on one of the builds that I have going on, and we'll go from there. Anyway, like the video, appreciate every comment, and thank you. We'll talk to you later. Bye.